What's going on YouTube? I'm back again with another video. Today I wanted to do a quick review of Scars Above, and to avoid wasting anybody's time, we're just going to jump right into it. Scars Above is a third-person sci-fi shooter that was developed by Madhead Games. It released near the end of February on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, but I feel like it kind of flew under the radar due to the incredible amount of AAA games that have been coming out lately. Scars Above is a AA game, definitely more of a budget title, coming in at a cost of $40. And right off the bat, you can definitely see and feel the fact that they had a little less to work with here. The cutscenes in this game look especially dated, and the animations and lip syncing can be a little jarring at times. But for some reason, this doesn't really translate over to the gameplay. When you're actually in world playing the game, I think it looks noticeably better than it does during the cinematics. Things look sharper and the colors definitely pop a bit more. And that's pretty much going to be the theme for this review. I feel like the gameplay is definitely the focus and the star of the show here. Playing Scars Above feels like playing a slightly less polished version of Remnant for the Ashes, mixed with a little bit of Returnal and Dark Souls. For starters, they have these monuments called pillars that act very much like the bonfires in the FromSoft game. When you activate one, it refills your health and your supplies, but it also respawns most of the enemies again. And speaking of enemies, I thought the enemy variety was pretty decent. Each monster type has a different weakness or technique that works best for each different encounter, and I like how they use different combinations of enemies to make you switch up your weapons and playstyle. The upgrade tree in the kit your character has is actually a lot of fun. You get a few different types of elemental weapons and a bunch of cool gadgets to use. You can do things like throw down a time bubble to slow everyone down, or you can even activate a gadget that lets you briefly move really fast like the Flash. When you put it all together, the combat was definitely one of my favorite things about this game. Another thing that I really liked about Scars Above was the audio. I thought it was really well done, and they used sound pretty effectively to help sell the sci-fi vibe and pull you into the game world. I thought their sound choices were well thought out, and I really enjoyed the unnatural alien feeling that they were able to create here. The world itself feels like it takes a little bit of inspiration from Returnal, has a similar kind of vibe to it, but I feel like they did a great job with their own art direction here. There were a few times where I crested a hill and saw some beautiful scenery that literally made me stop in my tracks. I thought the story was pretty good as well. It kept me interested throughout, and I wanted to learn about the different mysteries and the reasons of why I was here in this mysterious alien place. For any fellow trophy hunters out there, I was able to get the platinum in this game in one playthrough without using a guide, so I would say this is a pretty easy platinum. Just be sure to keep the exploration in mind and you shouldn't have any issues. Just so you're aware, there's no chapter select and you can't access your saves to do things like save scumming. So if that's something you feel like you need to do, then you'll have to use the cloud save method. So, to wrap this all up, I had a pretty good time playing Scars Above. You can definitely feel the budget constraints while you're playing this game. There were a couple instances where things glitched out on me a little bit, but at the end of the day, I had fun playing Scars Above. I found the gameplay to be pretty good, and I enjoyed the story and the setting. I just feel like this game could have used a little bit more polish. With that being said, I'm giving Scars Above a 3 out of 5. It's a pretty decent game that I definitely feel like is worth playing. The game sells for only $40 at full price, and I'm going to give it a value score of 40. I think it's worth the money on this one, and the lower price makes it easier to deal with some of the shortcomings. If you're not totally sure, I suggest maybe waiting for a sale, but either way, I think there's a worthwhile game here. So that's going to be it from me today. If you enjoyed this brief review, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm Gamers Gamut. Until next time, take it easy.